Yo guys, welcome back to Ace 110, and today I'm going to talk about top 12 movies of 2025. I know it's quite late, but I just got the time, and I said before January goes, I will make the video. Time flies. So let's go on with not first, at number 12 for me is Fantastic Four from Marvel. I genuinely think this movie was very good. I had a very good time watching it. It was nice. This year felt like Marvel slightly came back. It looks like this year is gonna be the year that they're gonna full on come back. Last year felt like soft comeback. And Fantastic Four was a good movie and I enjoyed it a lot. Like the vibes to it and everything. And there were some flaws which I did talk about in the review, but I did enjoy the movie. Next up, number 11, I have Superman. James Gunn's DCU started, and what a bang it started with. It was generally so fun, all the characters and everything. I had such a good time watching Superman last year in the cinema. Again, obviously, I had some. That's why they're a bit lower in the table. There were some things I thought that they tried to do a lot, but overall, I had a lot of fun watching this. It was so good, and I can remember so many moments from it. Maybe the ending with the Ultraman, or quite a lot of stuff. I did have a lot of fun. And number 10, I will say, is another Marvel movie that came out last year, Thunderbolts. Generally, these three, if you ask me, are like similar in a way. But out of these two, I don't know why Thunderbolts just. I think this was a movie that everyone expected so low from, and then it delivered so high. It was so good. The chemistry between the characters, the actors' performance, everything else was so perfect. And it's weird, like all of these characters we did not like. Some of like Red Guardian, for example, Ghost, or whatever you want to say. We did not like these characters before, but if you think about it now, these characters we're very excited to see in the Doomsday, and obviously we see them in the new Avengers, obviously, and yeah, and I'm quite excited how it shapes up and what they go through. Most likely, most of the characters might die. Who knows? But I would love to see what happens to them in Doomsday. Next up, I have obviously you would have heard about this movie. The Rock did something new finally, and he did not just play The Rock. He came in on Smashing Machine, and I can't lie, this movie for me comes at number 9 because I generally had fun, um, and I think Rock and also the female actress, both of them was so the best thing about Smashing Machine was the acting. The flaw I will say is the wrestling part of it, and also the ending felt like it didn't feel that much. And yeah, wrestling part of me like more of the camera type work. Overall, like whenever it comes to the emotion moments or the wife and husband story when they focus on that of Rock's character, that moments are absolute cinema. But if they focused a bit more better in the wrestling part of it as well, and I think this movie could have been higher in the list for me personally. Next up is another one I have that came last year, and that is Marty Supreme coming at number 8. Obviously, got released with Marty Supreme. It is like it released at the end in some places and released in the start. I did watch in the start, but I thought I would just count it in anyways. Marty Supreme was good. Like I love how the story shapes up and the chaoticism and how you behave does impact you in the future. And I love all of that. The only thing for me that a flaw I will say of the movie was the whole part with the older actress lady. I didn't understand. That felt a bit too much, and especially there's one scene when she comes to give him the gold chain rather than grab it and leave. You need to go. You need to go to Japan now. I'm gonna have sex. Like that scene for me was like, why? Why? You know it's dangerous. You know you cannot do it right here. Maybe some other time, anybody can come around. She's come from party quick, and then afterwards, the way it faded out her story, that's the only thing I think was a flaw for me. Everything else was amazing. Like the way it goes, the ping pong, what you said, the ping pong. played that. This movie showed it so well. Like you see Timothy Chalamet's character getting tired when he was playing ping pong, and I think it was so good. And generally, his acting was very good in that movie. But as I said, just a little bit, and I think it could have been amazing. Next up, we have Mickey 17 starring Robert Pattinson. This was from the director who made Parasite, and I genuinely think this was very fun. This was like a proper dark comedy movie. If you haven't watched it, I will recommend you guys to watch it. It was so good, and I think I had a great time. But as I said, for me, there were some things in this movie as well. But overall, I had a great time watching. I laughed through the jokes. It was quite dark as well, and Mark Ruffalo was in it as well, and I think he played a great role. And yeah, I enjoyed it. It was very weird. It was more because it was quite a lot futuristic type, and it did make me. And it talks about politics and stuff as well, and it did be like, yeah, it's like today's society type as well, even though it's set in the future. And I've got now 70 bird. Okay, and also number six, I will say this movie came out from the John Wick world, Ballerina Staying on a Domus. For me, I will say genuinely, this was fun to watch. Like the action was so good in this movie. It was so slick. It was so fun to watch. And even Keanu Reeves' cameo felt so good. The only I think I would say it would have been funner if they didn't put in the trailer and teaser. But overall, the action was so good. Like if you like John Wick's previous movies, you will love this as well. It's the same thing. Not that much story, basic plot, but the action and the way they show it and the whole cinematics of it is so fun. So even the climax action sequence, overall, I had a great time watching this. And if you haven't watched Ballerina, do watch it. There's a reason I've put it in number six. And number five, I recently watched this. Unfortunately, I couldn't watch this in the theaters. Is Sinners, and generally, even watching at my home, I was like, why did I not watch this in the cinemas? It looked so beautiful, like the cinematography, the camera work. You can see it, like how amazing it felt. Even the story, how tight story it was. It was so good, and I get it why it is nominated for so many categories Oscars. One category I think it should win is maybe cinematography. Not maybe should do. I think F1 and Sinners might be my top two for the best cinematography of 2025 because F1 has beautiful cinematography, camera work as well. But Sinners, oh my god, some shots of it was so beautiful. So that is another one that I enjoyed a lot. And then another one I'll come, which I watched recently as well, Once Battle After Another, starring Leonardo DiCaprio. I'll put this in number four for a reason because this was very good as well. And I think I start feeling that it's going slow, but as it goes up, it keeps on ramping, and the moments you feel emotions as well. And especially the way Leonardo DiCaprio performed this movie was so good. It shows you that even at this age, he is such a great performer, and it shows you why he's so popular, why he maybe won so much awards in his time, and even at this age right now, he's such a great actor. And I would recommend if you have not watched One Battle After Another, I would genuinely recommend it. It's so good, especially some scenes are so good. Like the tension builds so well. There's like a car chase sequence without spoiling anything, and the tension it builds is so good. The sound design I loved as well, and again, this movie as well, the cinematography is so beautiful. It's different that one, but a very relaxing type one. And then I would say one of my favorite top three, number three will come. I think the reason it's here, it made me a lot emotional. This is, I don't think a lot of people have watched this, unfortunately. It's a romantic movie, but very good. It's called We Live in a Time, starring Andrew Garfield and Florence Pugh. And generally, it's such a heartwarming movie. Like, it will make you there will be a dent in your heart when the movie finishes, and you feel like you have so many emotions throughout the movie, and it's made in such a good way, like how things are blended in and everything like that. It's such a sweet movie, and I'll generally recommend if you have not watched We Live in a Time, to watch it. Next up, at number two, shock, is Brad Pitt's F1. You will say if Brad Pitt's F1 is at number two, what is at number one? Number one is a movie which Yeah, I don't know if some people know, but number one, what a cinema experience I got. F1 again, unfortunately, I couldn't watch it in the cinemas, but I watched it at home, and still, when I watch a movie and I thought I wanted to watch this cinema, I regret it. I know that movie is amazing. It was the same thing when I watched Bullet Train, and the same feeling I get when I watch F1. All of the moments, all the stylized, you said Mars type moments when he comes back, it's such a stylized movie, so stylish, so rich, and I think that's what the director is famous for. He did it in Top Gun Maverick as well, and even in here, the way he showed Brad Pitt, and not just Brad Pitt, also the other character as well, who's, if you don't know, he might play Black Panther. So even his character was done so well, and I love when they interact and the way things go and the way it's written, the storyline. Yeah, and you actually root for the characters as it goes on, and you actually feel so happy at the end. At the end, I think most people know about F1. Like the meme is everywhere. You know, when he's celebrating, you will celebrate with them. That's the emotions bring out, and just all the cast, like racing was so sexy. Like it makes you feel like you want to watch F1. It makes you feel like you want to start. I genuinely want to start watching F1 racing. It just makes you feel like that. It's the way it's done, the way they've shot it is so beautiful. And next up, I have the best movie of 2025, no doubt, is The Long Walk, because this movie will genuinely make you cry by the end of it, because it's so emotional. It hits the area, and you're like, damn, what did I just see? It was so good, and you genuinely think about the movie as well. And The Long Walk was something that hits me still now, and when I think about it, and it's done so beautifully. And the two main guys' characters were so poetic. And what happens at the end, I did not think that would happen in the end. Like, it shocks you. The ending shocks you, everything about it shocks you. And especially, you know that that moment will come where if it's like a survival thriller. You know that moment will come when someone is gonna get shot first, because obviously that's what the movie's around. And when the first shot comes, or there's so many like scenes where you grunch up as well, like someone feeling sick, someone literally diarrhea, like coming out. It was crazy. Like it was so well done. I would generally say if you haven't watched Long Walk, do watch it. And did watch this one in the cinema as well. So maybe that's why as well. And overall, it was very good. Like for me, it's the best movie of 2025. Do let me know what is your top 10 movies down in the comment below. And also remember to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.